Hello to you, your homegirls. What's up? It's me, Chris. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another Get Ready with Me. Today we are getting ready for work. I'm going to work, and I wanted to do a look that was a little bit more colorful because this winter I've only been wearing neutrals. And one thing about me, you're not gonna catch me talking about I'm not into color anymore. I'm not into creative makeup anymore. Never that. I may be in a neutral phase. I may be in that type of vibe, but I will never stop using color. Don't expect that from me. So I'm wearing neutral, and I usually match my makeup to what I'm wearing, but my sneakers are pink and blue. So I use that for inspiration to do this little pink blue halo. It's neutral adjacent because I am going to work, so I kind of have like this little smoky situation going on. If you want to see how I achieve this, please stick around and watch me do it. I did my base off camera and then hopped on and did the eyes on camera. I'm going to be using my Profusion. It's artist something. I will put it up on the screen. And then I'm using Raggedy Royal's tutorial. She just posted a anti-Valentine's Day cut crease halo, and that's what I did. I used her tutorial, used my own techniques, switched out the colors, made it my own, but I will put her video link in my description. I will also put a list of everything I use on my base in the description as well. I'll catch off of the makeup. Peace. Okay, let's do it. This is the Profusion Artist Attire 72-piece beauty portfolio. We're going to be using the eyeshadow side. I'm starting in the crease with my transition shade. This shade is called Uproar, and I'm putting that all throughout the crease. This is a beautiful color. I love this palette. I don't reach for this as much as I would like to. One, I love Profusion formula, and I love cool tones, and this entire thing is a cool tone palette. Everything in this palette is half eyeshadow palette, half face palette, and all these shades are beautifully unique cool tones. I love it. So I'm using Lauren Brown, aka Raggedy Royal's tutorial. So she did mid light deep, and I'm doing the same thing. So I started mid, I'm going light. This is the shade called Sassy. It's like a cool tone tan, and I'm using that to blend out the harsh line of my mid shade. So I'm kind of going deep, but not too deep because it's the daytime. So to deepen up my crease, I'm using this shade called Tough, which is like a cool tone brown. These colors are so pretty. If you love cool tones, you kind of have to. Every time I use this palette, I love the way my look comes out. It's so pretty. I love Profusion. All right, we're giving Raccoon, and this is kind of the formula for a smoky eye. And if I were doing a smoky eye, I would probably just fill in that blank space with black shadow. But we are going to cut the crease for a cut crease halo. And Raggedy Royal taught me how to do a smoky eye, and she taught me how to do this. I love her. She's amazing. I'm using the same primer that I used just on my bare lid to cut my crease. Because this is a halo cut crease, I'm starting in the center and then just kind of working my way side to side to cut my crease. If I do send you over to Lauren's video, you'll see that Lauren likes to cut her crease very quickly. She doesn't like to overthink or spend too much time on it. But this is me telling you that if you want to do a look, you have to adjust looks or tutorials for your techniques and what suits your eye. Lauren has a much bigger eye than me. I have smaller eyes, so I can't do things the way that she does them. So this is just me telling you, sometimes you have to do things in a way that fits your eyes and not what someone else is telling you to do. But she says it all the time. you know, she just gives you the blueprint. You have to figure things out for yourself. So I'm cutting the crease here. Lauren uses a craft brush from Michaels. My brush is from like a paint set from Five Below. You know, use what you got, use what works for you. I also have hooded eyes, so I have to use smaller brushes and I have to be a little bit more precise. So yeah. Also, I love this primer from Ulta. It's so good. Love her down. And you see how little I had to use to cut the crease? And then we're starting with the halo shades or the center shade. This palette is more purple than it is pink. I'm going into this shade called Bridesmaid, which is like a deeper pink. And I'm putting that into the center. Such a pretty color. I was going to put together a couple of palettes, but then I realized, I was like, this palette has all the colors that I would need. So, yeah. Going in for the blue, this shade is called Promises, and then I'm putting that on either side of the pink for our halo. It's going to look weird until it doesn't. I'm going a little bit outside of the lines of the cut crease because I think that that makes for a good looking blend. Like, I don't like harsh lines. I kind of like for everything to look super blended and awesome. So going outside a little bit because I know I'm going to blend it out later. This color combination was so beautiful. I'm going to put my inspiration sneakers on the screen. Like, I love this palette so much. It's so pretty. I'm using the deep shade from my crease to blend out that blue. Stretch it out a little bit. And then I'm using my transition color brush. No additional shadow, but just using that brush to kind of transition everything. We're blending our lives away. A little bit more blue. Blending. I love navy blue as a depth shade. Navy blue is a wonderful alternative for black. It's just as dark, just as smoky, but not as dark, not as smoky. So blue is like daytime appropriate in my opinion, but I love a pop of blue. Always have, always will. I was looking for a shimmer to help me blend the pink and the blue together, but in this shadow, I wasn't coming up on anything that I felt would work. So I went into this little Ruby Kisses palette that I have on my desk that I haven't used yet, that I put it on my desk so that I can get some use out of it. I went into the pink shimmer and just put that in between the blue and the pink. I didn't really think much was happening, and then I took that lavender and tried to blend, and it wasn't doing anything either. In a perfect world, I would have had the perfect shade to blend those two together, but I was okay with what it looked like. It was fine. I'm going to use glitter as a topper. There's a pressed glitter in this palette called Good Times. It's like baby pink and green and silver and taupe. It's so pretty. Used it as a topper. Yeah, in the center. I love it. I used Danessa Myricks Groundwork for my brows today, so I went back in there just to set the brow with the shade Mirage, the powder version of that. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. liquid liner. This is the blue one. I told y'all this liner is my favorite liner. It only comes in black and blue, and I have both. I'm using the blue today, and I'm doing a little liner on my lash line and then lifting it up. I'm not doing an actual wing, but I'm doing like this upturned wing thing for like a smoky wing. And then I finish off the liner with more blue shadow just to smoke it out, and it makes for this really pretty lifting effect with shadow. I'm using that same liner in my inner corner, and I want to do like a sharp, defined inner corner. And again, I love this liner for its precision and its staying power, its pigment. I love this liner so much. It's so good. Let me know if you guys want to see a liner video from me because I love liner. Before I even got into shadow, I was just a liner girl. And now that I do like shadow, I've evolved into graphic liner and all types of different kind of liner. So I love liner. I'm using this same liner on my lower lash line and then taking the brush with the blue shadow on it and just smudging the outside and the inside lower lash line. I'm using a different, more precise brush for the inner corner, but I just, smudged out the liner. In the Profusion palette on the face side, I'm using the highlighter called Enchanted. It's really pretty. It's kind of like pink blue, so it aligns, with the look. Admiring what I got going on there. And then we're going to do lips. This is the ColourPop X Bratz. This is the Yasmin lip kit. Both items in this kit are called Pretty Princess. And this liner, I like to use both in my eyes and on my lips. And I use it in my waterline. And I use it on my lips, but it needs a darker shade to blend into. So I'm using the e.l.f. Lip liner. I think it's called Dark Cocoa or Cocoa something. And I'm just using that as my deeper liner. Then I'm going to take the Pretty Princess liner. And then just above where I placed the brown liner, place the ColourPop liner. And these liners are so nice and creamy. I know people talk about ColourPop's gel waterliners all the time, and I've yet to try it, but I see if they're similar, I see what all the hype is about. And then why did no one tell me about these lippy sticks? These lippy sticks are so nice. I am very, very particular about lipstick formula, and I love this lipstick formula. It's extremely comfortable, but so long wearing at the same time. And that color is gorgeous. I'm finishing off with mascara. That's the final look. And here we are. What a pretty look. I love this so much. If you liked this, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Hello to you homegirls. What's up, y'all? It's me, Chris. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. Ooh, maybe I should turn off the movie that I'm watching. Let me do that. Hold on.